half. We've had a really entertaining first period and very early goal. Stephen Mokwala scoring for Uganda. Remember, Uganda simply must win this game to be in with a chance of reaching the World Cup finals. Algeria are already there, but they will not want to lose in front of their passionate home fans. So we've got a wonderful 45 minutes ahead of us. And these two players have been excellent in that first half. Ibrahim Matza, a young player from Leverkusen in Germany, trying to break into the side. Of course, so many players want to be on the plane to North America. Plenty of competition as well. It's a very talented Algerian squad. If you look at the players left out, there's some fine players as well. So plenty of reasons for Algeria to kick on and score some goals in the second half. But Uganda have played well and they lead 1-0. We are underway in the second half. It's 1-0 for Uganda at the Hossein Ait Ahmed Stadium, which has been absolutely jam-packed. So 1 hour before the kickoff, superb atmosphere. It was dampened a little bit by that early goal. You can be rest assured that the fans will be right behind Algeria, looking for an equaliser and maybe winner. A draw won't be enough for Uganda. They simply must win. And even then, it's not sure they'll be in the top 4 runners-up, but they'll certainly have a chance. They're actually looking for the Democratic Republic of Congo to slip up against Sudan. That'll be a fascinating game later on. Don't miss that. End of this World Cup qualifying campaign. Although not the end for 4 lucky runners-up who will be taking part in a tournament. That will be in Morocco. That will simply be one-off matches, 2 semi-finals and a final, and the winner goes through. That will be not a tournament for the faint-hearted. Elimination match to potentially go to the World Cup. Hadjam is down, no subs for the moment. Algeria have lined up with 4 at the back. Luka Zidane is their goalkeeper, son of the great Zinedine, World Cup winner, European champion. Hadjam is down. That's not good news. Marauding left back. He rose high there. Just got a bit of a push from Semu Gabi, which didn't really help his cause. First action in the second half, and a nasty fall on the shoulder. That can be very painful. Hope that Hadjam's okay. Jawan Hadjam, really key part of this Algerian side. Barring injuries, be a surprise if he's not travelling to North America. Paris-born players, actually on the PSG's books as he going to Paris FC, other team in Paris, and moving on to young boys. There's Vladimir Petkovic, Algeria's Bosnian coach. Famously beat France, the then world champions, at the 2020 Euros. That was a round of 16 match. This is the last round of group play. Algeria are through. And down goes Salim Magoula. He's got to be careful, because if he wastes too much time, Ahmed Hir Alal will have something to say. Obita, along with Capradossi, have been 2 busy centre-backs today. Goes along to Mokwala. It's nice to say a second goal would be very worrying for this man and would give Uganda huge incentive. If they can win today, they'll pack their bags, head home and they might actually be on a plane when they find out whether they're in the top 4 or not. Is there an offside? The answer is yes. DR Congo playing about an hour after this match finishes. A real drama across the African continent. Bensebaini, huge experience. That's that Dortmund defender, the real leader of this Algerian side, going all the way there. And that's a nice ball. Just flicking it through to left back Hajam. It looks like he's recovered. Hajam inside to Matsa. Things going. Boudaoui. Gouiri can't get to it. Everyone's back. All the East Africans of Uganda, the cranes. Yeah, national bird of that proud nation. Boudaoui. Belgali. Kayondo has defended well, but it's gone back to the team in green before Uganda clear again. It's getting scrappy. Early stages of this second half. Mandi can half clear it. Mokwala chases that one down. Back to the team in green. I say the team in green because a lot of fans believe that's a bit unlucky. They like to play in white. They're in green today. They are at home, and that's a foul. Foul from Mahrez, who was on the pitch when Algeria were denied by Cameroon in a World Cup playoff. That's one of the examples of what I feel is wearing an unlucky green. Missed out on the last 2 World Cups, so bitterly close to coming, but real disappointment. They felt they should have been in, certainly in Qatar. Phoenix are heading to North America. Here's Bensebaini. Plenty of green shirts ahead of him, but it's put out by Acho, helped on by Rogers Mato. It was Mokwala chasing that one down that time. Bensebaini was too good for him. Belgaya. Mahrez. It's another foul. Algeria look to get on with it, and they have to. Boudaoui. Maza! Well held again by Salim Magula. This is football in South Africa, who playing at the same time as this match, hoping to go through. It's in a different group. Held by Magula, who's back in the side. He didn't play last week against Botswana, but recalled after Dennis Onyango, the 40-year-old, played last week, but not today. Interesting team selection from Paul Putt. Kayondo. Not offering too much in the last third. Luka Zidane hasn't had too much to do, the son of the great Zinedine. There he is on the right of your picture, playing for his country for the first time. Great control from Amora, but offsides. Wows of disapproval. That was a close one, let's put it that way. Amora has had a brilliant qualifying campaign, 8 goals. As the minutes tick by, Uganda will just get more and more confident. This time it's a foul going the other way. Let's see Luka Zidane take that. No, he's going to stay in his goal. Never easy to referee here. It's a passionate crowd. Mats has been impressive, hasn't he? Shown real quality, the youngster, teenager. Looking for his first goal, incidentally, for his country. Here comes Hadjam. Outside to the busy Amour, who's kept it in. Toby Sibic has done really well. Goal kick. A wry smile from the diminutive winger. He's a real handful. Amour of Wolfsburg. Sibic of Burton Albion. Interesting little combination there. Burton Albion playing the English lower leagues, Midlands side. Was that a foul? By the time it is, that's going to go the way of Uganda. The foul was on Semu Gabi. It's not the best free kick though. Algeria win it back quickly. Matsa through to Gawiri, can't get hold of it. Okello. Uganda have defended well, but looked dangerous on the break, to be fair. Kayondo, two in the box. Mukwala's one of them, screaming for the ball. Oh, and it's just wide. The effort from Okello. And Lucas Zidane saw that go wide of his far post. Okello, who scored a thunderous goal against Mozambique. Just a little bit too wide, but Lucas Zidane and Algeria warned. Okello wide. Really good run, wasn't it, from Okello? Here come Algeria. It's end-to-end stuff. It's a really good game of football, this one. We're enjoying this last round of games in African qualifying. Boudaoui, still playoffs to come, maybe. For Uganda, they'll be hoping so. Matsa, Ibrahim Matsa. Sides to Dorgan. Mukwala will chase that one down. Zidane, well, showing a bit of skill that his father showed over the years. Legend at Bordeaux, Juventus, Real Madrid, and of course France. Son of Zinedine Luka, always wanted to be a goalkeeper. His father, one of the greatest number 10s ever. Here come Algeria again, it's Mahrez! It's gone just wide. More disappointment for the fans in Tizi Ouzou. Amin Gouiri with the shot. The number 11, just look at this run he made here. And it was Mahrez, and Gouiri couldn't get the final touch. Sliding in, but it stays 1-0. Comes Mazza again. Chased down by Amoura. Toby Sibic. He's been through a game today, hasn't he, Sibic? Up towards Mukwala. Hadjam. End-to-end stuff. Amoura wants it. Comes through to Matsa. Matsa, lovely ball through to Gouiri. It's solid defending from Obita. Jordan Obita plays his football in Scotland with Hibernian, doing well in the Scottish League. A bit of a temperature difference when he goes back to his club. It's about 25, 26 degrees here. A bit cooler in Scotland over these next few months. Boudaoui losing out, but there's a foul. The crowd on their feet. There's a wonderful atmosphere. There's a wall of noise. But Uganda have dealt with it well, you know. In the Kabylie region, where Luka's grandfather was born, father of Zinedine Zidane, who was a handball. Well, it's come off. Hadjam according to our referee. The fans do not like it at all. Hajam has to be careful. I think Hajam thought it came off a Uganda arm. It came off an arm, but whose arm was it, is the question. Hajam with the turn, and I think Hajam justified being a little bit unlucky. Strange incident there involving the young boy's left back. Some of the fans don't like it either. Didn't look like it came off the arm of Jawan Hajam. Some of the fans showing their displeasure. Well, this was the incident, and that did not come off the arm of Hajam, that's for sure. Not an easy place to come to for the referee, Ahmed Hiralal. Keeper's down, it's all going on. Salim Magula, Lucas Zidane well out of his penalty area. Plays his football in Granada in Spain, incidentally. Those fans desperately hoping for a goal. Well, passionate stuff in Algeria. Let's hope for emotions, but let's hope it doesn't boil over. It's been a really good hour of football so far. Those fans feel a little bit hard done by. Time will be added by Ahmed Hiralal. That will incentivise the fans, if anything else. They did not like this incident. This ended up being a free kick against Algeria. The referee, from his angle, maybe thought it did come off the arm of the number 13, Hajam, rather than the number 22 of Uganda. Lucas Zidane. He's in second division in Spain with Granada. Good friends with Amin Gouiri apparently, and Ilal Kabal, who's on the bench. Another player with experience at Paris FC, the other club in Paris. Algeria determined to get this right. There's a bit of afters. Semakula has to be careful. Mandi's gone into him. This is in danger of boiling over. Anyone who thought this was a dead rubber, think again. There's passion in this part of Algeria. And Ahmed Hiralal has got a tricky half an hour ahead of him. Issa Mandi didn't appreciate that challenge. A wonderful tifo at this stadium, the Hossein Aid Ahmed Stadium. It's a newish stadium, about 100 kilometres east of the capital, Algiers. Not easy for opposing players when you see that kind of image. But Uganda have the world to play for, the World Cup potentially. Still have a chance of going all the way to those finals, but they must win here, and they are winning. That's why there's so much on the line. It's going to go the way of Uganda. Algeria have won every game in this group, apart from the ones against Guinea. One win and one draw and a loss against the West Africans. Roger Matto is down. Serious stuff at the Hossein Ahmed. Uganda looking for a second, surely not. They've defended pretty much the whole game. The shot was held by Lucas Zidane. It was from Mokwala. Apart from that goal, looked pretty confident as son of the great Zinedine. Here comes Matza again. Mohamed Amoura. Amoura. Still Amoura. It comes back to Amoura again. Brilliantly done. Hacked out. Uganda hold on. Hadjam. Determined to right that wrong as far as he sees it. Ben Sabaini. Bourdawi. Mandi. Out to Mahrez. Doesn't come to Mahrez finally, it was Belgali. That's good news for Uganda, fair to say. The less that Mahrez gets it, the better. Here is Mahrez, still Mahrez. It's an offside. It's the long raking ball. No offside that time. Look at that control from Mahrez. He hasn't lost it, has he? Looks like there will be a change. With Musa coming on. Anis Musa. Comes Amoura up against Sibic. Sibic does well. Amoura getting a whack on the shoulder. It's getting rather scrappy now. Maybe Uganda might not mind that too much. The player down is Okello. There's going to be a change. Looks like Mehdi Dorval is also coming on, so a double change. Multiple changes with the Chergi also on. So the Paris-born Anis Musa plays his football in the Netherlands with Feyenoord. And it's the end of the evening for Mahrez. So Musa on, Chergi on. Uganda on a rare attack. That's going to float out. Hadjam might have picked up a knock, you know, a few minutes ago. That might be the reason he's off. So Chergi and Dorval on. Back to Lucas Zidane. Memorable debut, that's for sure. Always for the right reasons. Come Algérie again, it's constant attack from then. Dorval, the sub. Dorval does well in his first touch. Bounces off Sibic. Dorval again. Sibic's got a different opponent to deal with now. Zorgan. Bourdawi. Dorval again. Scrappy stuff. This group comes to an end. It's 1-0, surprisingly so. Issa Mandi. Back into the arms of Magula. Taking his time, and he has to be careful just to confirm that it's Hadjam off. at left back, and Mahrez also off. Here comes the sub. Musa knocked inside. A real chance here. It's Amora. Just can't get it goalwards. Chasing it down. They're determined to get something today, Algeria. Whether they've got through or not. So it's Musa replacing Mahrez down that far-hand side. In comes the cross just behind Amora. Uganda somewhat hanging on. Amora has just run out of pitch. Frustration goes on for the Fennecs. They'll be glad that this match not too much riding on it for them. Was the control. Just for a second it looked like Amora, who's been outstanding tonight and throughout this whole tournament, was in. Couldn't quite get the control he needed. Still no changes for Uganda. They've made the long journey, but that might change. Long journey from Botswana. Dennis Omedi's going to come on, the experienced Omedi. The subs for the hosts, the two fullbacks, and Anis Musa. The clock is ticking. Fans don't like it. Bit of pushing and shoving on the side. It certainly looks like Omedi is on. Plays his football in Rwanda, incidentally. Does Omedi with APR. There's Paul Putz sending on the man who scored a couple of goals in AFCON qualifying against South Africa and South Sudan. Disappointed Algerian fans. Just waiting to see who's going to come off for Omedi. Easily qualified, incidentally, for the Africa Cup of Nations have Uganda. Won 4 and drew 1 of their 6 games. Beat Congo twice and South Sudan twice, so that was impressive stuff from the Cranes. And Algeria are there as well for the end-of-year African showpiece. Actually, only dropped 2 points in 6 games, 5 wins and a draw for them. Player off is Semu Gabi by the looks of things. Vladimir Petkovic seen his side behind for what, 66 minutes now. Thrown everything at the goal of Salim Magula, just haven't got a breakthrough. Omedi is on. There is Omedi. Comes back again to Matza. Good game, hasn't he, Matza? The confidence of his coach, but I say that, gives the ball away. Suddenly danger, it might come through, but Lucas Zidane is there. Mokwala and Rogers Mato were herring down on goal. Confirmation that Semu Gabi is off. Almedi quite capable of giving Mukwala plenty of support. Let's see how they play over the next 20 minutes. 20 of the most important minutes in the history of Ugandan football. The view from the skies of the city of Tizi Ouzou. That was just the ball nearly coming through. Rogers Matto with the shot and didn't quite come through to Mukwala, the goal scorer. Well, Luka Zidane wants the Ugandans to get on with it. Rogers Matto just got a bit of a whack and he's trying to have a shot a few seconds ago. Another player's had an outstanding qualifying campaign, Rogers Matto. Whatever happens, he's a player who can be proud of what he's done in his last 9 matches. He scored a pair of goals against Mozambique, live long in the memory. But his side have another 15 minutes to hold out, and they will hope DR Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo, slip up. Kayondo to Capradossi, Obita, back to Obita again. Obita goes along, looking for Mukwala. It was Almedi who did so well, the substitute. Looks like he's going to play down the right-hand flank. Matsa. Uganda giving up nothing at all, playing for their lives. Rogers Matto is off. I think he's going to come back on. They need him on. It's a quality act, is Rogers Matto. The player on is Fares Chaibi. And he replaces the player. Made the mistake just ahead of that goal, Budawi. So Chaibi on, another player based in Germany with Eintracht Frankfurt. Dorval, nicely played by Mehdi Dorval, winning his first cap today, incidentally, first appearance for Algeria, plays for Bari in Italy. It's the kind of game that you want to show that you should be on the plane to North America. Bensabaini. Amora wants it, of course, hacked out by Capradossi. He's been busy, he's been dangerous, but hasn't got the breakthrough, Mohamed Amora, today. Here's Zorgan. Not too many options. The crowd urging him forwards. Just goes behind Amora. Matza again, does so well. It's played across, Gouiri is there, Gouiri! Just puts it wide, Algeria looking for a penalty. I don't think they're going to get it. There's no VAR in play today, and Ahmed Hir Alal points to the corner flag, no more. It's a game of really high emotions here. An important one for Algeria, a huge one for the visitors of Uganda. Anis Musa is going to take it. The substitute. Musa swings it in, Rogers Matto heads it out. Back to Musa. Oh, Musa, brilliantly done. Can they get the shot in? No. Crying for a foul. Algeria have a penalty. Algeria have a penalty. It's heartbreak for Uganda. Alcho making his case, but it looked like there was a foul on Bensabaini. And the Algerians anticipating a goal, finally. It was knocked across by Musa. And a foul, looked like it might have been from Mukwala, the goal scorer. Mukwala on Ben Sebaini, penalty. Well, real drama. A penalty that might deny Uganda the chance. Algeria thought they had a penalty there. That was a pretty decent shot for a penalty. Although, looking at it from there, just come off the thigh. The pressure maybe telling on the referee. That's tough on Uganda. And a real chance now. Ahmed Hiralal has given the penalty. And Algeria have the chance to equalise and maybe end Uganda's World Cup hopes. Mohamed Amoura. Mohamed Amoura is going to step up against Salim Magoula. Algeria had been behind for 74 minutes. Amoura has been dangerous throughout that period, and this is his chance. Mohamed Amoura up against Salim Magoula to level it. Algeria have been behind a long time, since the 6th minute. Amoura scores! Algeria have an equaliser, and Ugandan hearts are broken. 1-1, no mistake from Amoura. It's his 9th goal in qualifying, and it's 1-1. The crowd erupt. They have anticipated this for a long time. Vladimir Petkovic, well, he wants a win, no doubt about that. The strike from Amoura. That was the penalty. Mukwala on Ben Sebaini. And a super strike, 1-1. Just listen to this at the Hossein Ahmed Arena. It's erupted. They were urging their team on. And they finally got the rewards. It's tough on Uganda. A penalty was given, and that looks like the end of their campaign, unless there's some very late drama. Late goals, because Uganda must get a goal if they've got any chance of getting in the top 4 runners-up. Tough on the Cranes, but they did have to face a lot of pressure. From the 6th to the 81st minute they were behind. Suddenly Algeria want a winner. Amoura again. Offsides again. Paul Putt, that's a real blow to his hopes. The changes at Ilan Kabal. He's been a sensation for Paris FC this season. Promoted back to the top flight, Paris FC. He's on for Ibrahim Matsa. So look out for Ilan Kabal, another playmaker in the middle of the park. Algeria believe in a win now. They have an equaliser from the penalty spot. Mohamed Amoura. This is how it stands. Uganda 19 points, but that probably will not be enough now to be one of the best runners-up. A penalty could cost them a place in the playoffs. Zorgan. But Mandi Ben Sebaini was the player fouled. He has the ball here. Gouiri. Headed on spectacularly so. It's going to come to Dorval. Dorval around the outside. Is this the chance for the second? Zorgan! Zorgan! They want another penalty. They're not getting it. On the break. Okello. Uganda needs some magic. That was the call for another spot kick. Nicely worked, wasn't it, from Zorgan? It's all Algeria. Some sympathy for Uganda, who fought hard, but the penalty's been given against them. And that's the end of their World Cup campaign, unless they can grab a late winner. It's one apiece. Algeria won a second, make no mistake. Gouiri. And that's going to be another penalty. Magula's foul on Gouiri. Uganda can't believe it. Gouiri's down. He's looks like he's got a nasty blow to the shoulder. And this is turning into a disaster for Uganda. Another penalty. Another chance, no doubt, for Amora. It was a rash challenge from Salim Magula. Knocked through. He maybe got fists on the ball, but certainly took the player as well. A rash challenge and a chance for Mohamed Amora. Relief for Petkovic, and Algeria look like they're going to turn a defeat into a victory. Gouiri really felt the full force of Salim Magula. Picked up a yellow card in the process, indeed. It's 1-1. Algeria have a penalty. A foul on Amin Gouiri from the keeper. And those fans sensing a win, sensing 3 more points and a victory to round off the campaign. 2 penalties. It's going to be the end of Uganda's campaign. Even a second spot now might be out of their reach. Certainly if they lose here and Mozambique win. This was the challenge, and Gouiri really feeling that. The more you look at it, the more it was a rash challenge from Magula. Real reason to go after that. Gouiri will need some help to get off the pitch after that thunderous challenge. It was a foul, that means a penalty. We're going to have plenty of stoppage time, that's for sure. Fans, young and old, will be anticipating this penalty in a match that will live long in the memory. Because for so long, Uganda are ahead, defending stubbornly. Not going to be enough. That was the first penalty. Algeria have a second. So this is a much anticipated penalty. We hope that Gouiri is going to be okay. He's got Marseille business this weekend. Shoulder injuries can be dangerous, and he'll be getting attention as soon as he gets off the pitch. We'll just wait to tell you who's going to replace the Marseille forwards. Certainly have some options. A couple of subs warming up off picture. So it's 1-1. Algeria have a penalty. Uganda's World Cup hopes are hanging by a thread. I mean, Guerri is being helped off. Days of the stretcher are over as a golf cart is on the pitch and Paul Putt will be hoping that there's a late miracle because he needs his side to win, remember, if any chance. Watching pictures from the city of Tizi Ouzou, about 100 kilometers east of the capital, Algiers, near Hossein Ahmed Stadium. It's going to be a happy evening, by the looks of things, for the Algerians. No surprise there's going to be 10 minutes of stoppage time. I mean, Guerri is being helped off with shoulder injuries. Of course, medical staff do have to be especially careful not to do any more damage to a potential injury. We hope there's no injury. And the fans looking for a memory of this match that's still got 10 minutes to play, you know. So could be some late drama. Uganda need a win. You can be sure they'll throw everything at Luka Zidane's goal in his closing stages. Wonderful scenes. The phones are out. And it's been packed for, well, 1 hour before kickoff. There were already plenty of fans in this stadium. Not too often that Algeria play in this part of the world, so there was huge anticipation. I mean, Guerri goes off. That's worrying for fans of Marseille as well. This is going to be quite a long delay before the resulting spot kick. One I would imagine Amoura is going to step up. And the player down actually is Salim Magula. It's actually the visiting goalkeeper, so we might have a change with either Alionzi or Onyango coming on. Real drama. Let's hope that Magula's okay. Coming in for Denis Onyango, who played last week in that game against Botswana. Came rushing out. Our initial thoughts were for the forward, but the keeper may have landed nastily as well. Well, our thoughts go to both of those players. It was a full-blooded challenge. Both players had their eye on the ball. Crucial times, crucial minutes. Guerri's going to get brought off as well. And there you have it. Denis Onyango, the veteran, ready to come on. So Magula is off. We wish him a speedy recovery. Onyango is on, and it's I mean, Guerri still on the deck by the looks of things. gives us a chance to have a look at that opening goal. It seems like a long time ago. Those Ugandan fans celebrating the strike from Stephen Mukwala, and that was the penalty to level things. So off goes Guiri. I hope that's not too serious. Injury to his right shoulder. The on-rushing goalkeeper came right through on him. We have a change of goalkeeper then for Uganda, Dennis Onyango. Obviously, there needs to be a change for Guiri as well. This has been a long, long delay. He changes now, because Uganda have to go for broke now. Ikpeazu is coming on, and Muchaba as well. Whatever happens, they need to score, because a draw will not be enough for them. And this delay has now run beyond 10 minutes. And our referee, Ahmed Hiralal, has had a busy and difficult night. A couple of tricky decisions, and the golf cart driver has decided to go in front of the goal there. So off goes Okello. On comes Muchaba. And Rogers Mato is off for Ikpeazu, who's quite new to the setup. Magula off as well, so on comes the centre forward Ikpeazu, plays for St Johnstone in Scotland. So Dennis Onyango is coming on, and he simply must save this if Uganda are going to have any chance of staying in the World Cup. The veteran, 40 years old, will his first touch be picking the ball out of the net or saving, I wonder? Plenty of experience for Dennis Onyango. Magula's off, a new goalkeeper. But the same taker, Mohamed Amoura, and Onyango looking to stare out the penalty taker. Waste a bit more time. We've had at least 10-minute delay. Just to get a feel of the football. Ahmed Hiralal not happy with that. Thought for a second he might get a yellow card even before any involvement. The message is staying on your line. Dennis Onyango, if you can save this, he'll get hero status. We have 8 minutes now of stoppage time. We haven't actually played at all in stoppage time, so we'll go well into the 18th minute at least. Mohamed Amoura already scored a penalty. If he can score here, he'll go into double figures for this campaign. Amoura, he has a 10th goal in qualifying. A superb performance from Mohamed Amoura, and relief for Algeria. They have 3 points. The fans can celebrate, and Uganda's World Cup dream is over. Two penalties, 2 late penalties, enough for Algeria tonight, and Uganda will go home disappointed. But Mohamed Amoura has been outstanding tonight. That was the penalty, rather rash challenge, wasn't it, from Magula, and that was the resulting penalty. Uganda have thrown on a couple of forwards. Ekpezu's on, Muchaba's on. But it really will need a miracle now. Slammed in. Mohamed Amoura, one of the best players of the campaign. Cabal, Algeria, suddenly feeling they might get a bunch of goals now because Uganda have to go for it. They need 2 goals now to the 10th minute of stoppage time, but there will be many, many more minutes because there was a long, long delay before that penalty. Semakula. It's back to Alcho. Looking for Ekpezu. Foul against Ekpezu by the looks of things, the man from St Johnstone in Scotland, understanding that. And Paul Putt, I think he'll congratulate his players. They really have done well today. It's just 2 late penalties, and the team with far more experience at the very top level. We're in the 11th minute of stoppage time. Algeria can celebrate, and they will be heading to North America, the 2026 World Cup, with another win. Only Guinea have denied them wins in this long qualifying campaign. Ben Sebaini. Suddenly it's Uganda chasing the football. Tough on the East Africans. The Cranes were flying high. They led for so long. They went ahead in the 6th minute. Some heads down. You can forgive them. There's a little bit of sadness and disillusionment in the camp, but they have defending to do. Anis Musa. Cabal is in the middle. Dorval, the left back, coming up. Everyone wants to have a crack at getting a World Cup qualifying goal. Knocked inside from Chergi, one of the substitutes. A lot of substitutes these last few minutes. If you've missed them, Chergi is on. And suddenly Algeria win it high up. The shot was knocked in, it's saved. It was put in from Chaibi. It's come on for Boudaoui. There is Chaibi looking to get on the mark tonight. Football can be a very cruel sport, and it has been for Uganda. But Algeria will feel that they have been the better team tonight. They've certainly created more chances and have pinned back Uganda for most of the match. Anis Musa. Musa's corner, held by Onyango. Uganda probably have about 7 or 8 minutes to get 2 goals. It's getting a bit scrappy. Sibic did really well there. Uganda look for a second goal. Muchaba to Kayondo. 2 late penalties, breaking Ugandan hearts. And one again by the visitors, who are not going down without a real fight. But here comes Amoura again. He's on a hat-trick. It's back to Amoura. Quite get to it. Toby Sibic. Zorgan's gone right up front. Buonani is on, incidentally. That substitute was just off camera. Buonani on for Boudaoui. Chaibi also on. Still quite a few minutes to play. Here's Ekpezu. Can only win the throw. Into the 14th minute of stoppage time. Now it's Algeria happy to let the clock tick. Toby Sibic will be heading back to Burton Albion for English football this weekend. He's certainly have some stories for his teammates. This memorable game. Sibic into the danger area, foul from Ikpeazu. Moving to the 15th minute of play in the stoppage time, and Lucas Zidane will remember his debut for a long, long time. He'll be going back to his club Granada, second division football in Spain. He's played in front of more than 50,000 fans here for a wonderful game, and this could be a hat-trick. Is it three? The ball has just come wide from Amora. It was a brilliant darting run, but there was another offside in there. Amora is on a hat-trick, you know, he's got 10 goals now in qualifying. That run, very nearly well timed, but just the wrong side of the defender. We've had nearly 15 minutes of stoppage time. Algeria comfortable. They have 2 late penalties, 2 goals from Mohamed Amora. This has been a memorable game. It's gone one way or the other. It's plenty of incidents and another yellow card. That foul was from Anis Moussa, one of the subs. You can expect a couple more minutes of stoppage time because there was a long, long delay before that penalty. It doesn't look like anyone has left the stadium. Those kind of fans, they arrive well before kick-off, a good hour before, and will hang around after. These are real football fans in Algeria. Ikpeazu chases that down, can't keep it in. We've had 16 minutes of stoppage time. Uganda's World Cup dream is over. It's tough on the East Africans, but this man, Vladimir Petkovic, has steered his side to another win. They've won all but 2 of their games in this long qualifying campaign. Still looks like a pretty nervy boss, does Petkovic, as Lucas Zidane, son of Zinedine, goes long. Hasn't had too much to do tonight, to be fair. Picked the ball out of his net in the 6th minute. Long qualifying campaign for Uganda is going to end in disappointment. Denis Onyango goes long, looking for Ikpeazu. Mutieba's there, chased down by Semakula. They'll give everything, you can be sure of that, Uganda. It's a team that plays with real heart. Mutiaba. Sibic into the mixer. Suddenly, Algeria, lots of players back. Ikpeazu through, and Lucas Zidane gathers. He wants more. It's hacked forward. It goes from one goalkeeper to another. Denis Onyango, a vastly experienced keeper, 40 years old, picking it up from Lucas Zidane on his debut, remember. Into the 18th minute of stoppage time. And there, because of a couple of injuries, it was Magula going through on Amin Gouiri, and both players carried off. Capradossi, it's now or never for Uganda, headed out from Dorval. Credit to these teams, they really put on a good show. Maybe some late drama, just ushered back by Ben Sebaini, who won that penalty that really changed things in the 81st minute. Until then, Uganda were hoping. Algeria hoping for a third. It's getting scrappy. Charging forward, Chiagi. The fans thought there was a foul. Alcho picks it up. 18 minutes of stoppage time. The fans have got their money's worth, that's for sure. Obita goes long, has to. Ikpeazu. It's all over. Algeria have come from behind. 2 late penalties on a dramatic night in Tizi Ouzou. A debut for Lucas Zidane. He conceded, but he's on the winning side. It's getting a bit nasty. There's a few afters. 2 late penalties from Amora. This has finished Algeria 2, Uganda 1. Well, huge disappointment for the Uganda side, who are leading and still in with a chance of going to the World Cup. After 81 minutes, they conceded 2 late penalties. Let's hope there's a few calm heads out there. What we do know is Algeria have won again and Uganda are out of contention. Riyad Mahrez, it might be his last game, you know, on home soil. He'll look back on this with fond memories. It's a win for the hosts, a win for Algeria. 2-1, Algeria 2, Uganda 1. I mean, look. Devil.